Okay, we are here in Kisakata. We are finally in Akita Prefecture. And as you see the mountain over there, that's a Chokkai mountain. This mountain divides Akita Prefecture from Yamagata Prefecture. If you see the mountain goes down to the ocean. Here behind us is already not the ocean, the Japan Sea, to the Sea of Japan. So, and as you can see here, just right in front of us, is the islands that I told you about. This is a very interesting landscape because the trees that you see on the top of those small islands, or isle as some people call it, is all red pine, which is very unusual for this area. So this area until 2,500 years ago used to be in the ocean, but 2,500 years ago, part of the mountain, of Chokkai mountain, collapsed. Apparently it was volcanic, a piece of the mountain, a piece of the mountain that was a bit loosened by a volcano eruption before that. And all that mountain, as you can see here, I don't know if you see here, fell into this direction. And all these made, so here is another graph of it, made all this area became, that was in the ocean, became part of the land. But not only that, this area here became part of the land, and from 2,500 to 1804, this became a lagoon. It was close to the ocean, but it became a lagoon. In Japanese, it's called Kisakata, which means the elephant lagoon, because for the people living at that time here, the lagoon had the shape of an elephant. So in 1804, the land, the bed of the lagoon rose up 2 meters, and that was because of a very big earthquake that hit this region. And it became what it is now. So what you see now is the effect of 1804, when the land rose up 2 meters. And this is, you can see now, we cannot see it, it looks like grassland at the moment, but it's actually, all of it are rice paddy fields. So depending on the season that you come, you can see them completely covered with water in spring, a big higher vegetation in summer, and a completely different color, gold color before it is harvested. And if you follow this is an old painting. It's an old painting of how Kisakata was when it was still a lagoon. And one other indicator that we are already in front of the Sea of Japan is the number of windmills that you can see at the top of the mountain. And you can see one more there near Chokkai, and you can see more here in the coastline, because the Sea of Japan has much stronger winds than here. And this is again the Sea of Japan. So somehow we are very close to home, to where we live. And this landscape, I want you to remember what you saw in Matsushima. So Matsushima has the same characteristics of this place. The only difference is that this place is on land, and Matsushima is still on the ocean. That is an ocean because it's the Pacific Ocean. So how interesting that we are almost at the same latitude with Matsushima. Matsushima may be a little bit south, completely two different sides of Japan, east and west, and we find the same formation. And this was made by nature. So there is no human intervention in any of these two places. So that is actually a very good example of how a phenomenon that occurred in a very short period of time, especially a geological phenomenon, can change the landscape so quickly. So instead of climate, we should be more concerned about geological changes because they completely change the landscape right away. So now I will go with Alex to show you the Sea of Japan again. Hervé? Okay. So this is one of my favorite spots in Japan because from here you can see there is a train that goes along this coast from Akita to Tsuruoka, to Niigata actually. And you can see one of the most beautiful, in Spanish it's called ocaso. When the sun goes down, what is it called in English?
Sundown.
Sunset. So you can see one of the most beautiful sunsets here. And that island that you see there is Tobishima, which is an island that actually belongs to Yamagata. So you can take a boat from a city called Kisakata, which is south of Tsuruoka, and then you can go to the island and come back. There are some people actually living there, fishermen, some farmers. So it's quite an amazing place, and it's very flat, which makes it easy for tourists to go all around the island. And here we are now in a place that is called Michino-eki, which I think probably we talked about that in one of our trips, which are shops that are outside the cities and where they sell products from the prefecture, or sometimes from even a small town, usually farmers' products. And they're very popular. They're very popular there. You have a shop, restaurants, toilet of course too, and recreational areas like the ones you see here. So you can come here and spend whole afternoon. Very, very healthy. You don't spend your whole day in a supermarket or in a mall, but in a more natural spot. And here in this building, we are in the 6th floor. In the 5th floor, there is a hot spring. So you can be in the hot spring looking at the ocean, or looking at the Kisakata, at the 99 islands. It seems that in this place there are 99 islands, not only in the place that I show you, but also if you see here, this is already the city of Kisakata. So here is the beginning of the city. If you see here, there are also some islands there. Some islands that are not in this. And this is all private property. It's not, because the rice paddy fields, I don't know how they do it here, because it's a natural monument, but the rice paddy fields belong to someone. I think the idea is that the islands belong to the local government, but the rice paddy fields belong to people, because people have been growing rice here for almost 2 centuries already. So, and it just recently, I think in 1983, 84, became a natural reserve, let's say, but only the islands, not the rice paddy fields. So, and they keep it really nice. Actually, if we want to go, we cannot go inside because there is the railway. You cannot see it from here, but there is a railway that comes from Akita to Niigata. And I've passed this place many times before, but I've never actually seen it until you come here and see it for the first time. And of course, after you have been to Matsushima. So we are going around the building now. So you realize of this place after you've been to Matsushima. This mountain, Chokkai, is one of the most famous mountains in this area. Of course, people from Akita say that the mountain is in Akita. People from Yamagata say that the mountain is in Yamagata. But in reality, it's in both. It's in both prefectures. So it's a mountain that many people go and climb. Well, not climb, but hike. And I think in Yamagata, there are 3 famous mountains that are together. It's in a set. It's Haguro, Yudono, and Gasan. So 3 mountains together. But there are other 2 that are also very famous. One is Chokkai, and the other one is Zao that we show you. So maybe in the next summer school we will show you these 3 mountains, which have a very special meaning because they are supposed to be holy mountains. So there is lots of pilgrimage. So many people go to pray, to find the spirits, to relax, and it's really, really beautiful. I think for us, I've been to Haguro several times, and it's really beautiful, really, really beautiful, very peaceful place. So it's really nice. Next time you come to Suruoka, not in winter, because in winter it's difficult to go, but if you come in summer and autumn, we can probably visit that place. Maybe we can make a summer school with a mountain summer school. So we visit the mountain. This Chokkai, in 1 month, it will be completely covered with snow. So it will be completely white mountain. And maybe we can come again and show it to you. All right? Yeah, I hope you liked it.